viewpoints and beliefs presented on this program do not necessarily reflect those of the management, the affiliates and broadcast partners, or the sponsors. Listener discretion is advised.
Scarefest Radio, the radio you can see.
And hello and good evening, everyone, and welcome to Scarefest TV for Independence Day 2025. Now, before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and apologize for two things. First of all, if the video is glitchy tonight, apparently everyone that lives in my hometown is watching the fireworks on the internet, because my internet is really slow tonight. So I'm just going to go ahead and get that out of the way. And then the other thing is my voice. I've been out driving in a cab tractor with no air conditioning, trying to kill myself unsuccessfully for the last 2 weeks, and it shows up in my voice at the end of the day. But other than that, we have, what all do we have? Bonehead, there it is. Bonehead Reviews, The Woman in the Yard. The Woman in the Yard. And, little quick announcement at the beginning of the show. Volunteer apps go offline in 11 days from today. You've got 11 days left if you're wanting to volunteer for Scarefest. So tonight we have, of course, Brandon Griffith, who did our lovely little banner that I used tonight. Although it says every Friday, it makes it sound like you two are like on every Friday. Do you realize that?
Well, hey, I put a lot of effort into that graphic, I'm just going to say.
A lot of effort. Let's a little thought. By the way, while it's just you on screen, where's my goddamn business card you told me you were going to order in March?
It's a good question.
So,
just going to pull out a post note real quick.
Okay.
And, get my handy dandy pen.
I wouldn't even ask, but you literally said yours are next. Meaning they got
Well, technically that's true.
And of course, Adrian is with us tonight. Adrian, the fountain of Scarefest information. So there, that's who all we got.
More like a busted sewer line.
Go ahead and do all this. That's it. All right, yeah, and so we're just, everybody's off their game tonight. So don't expect too much. By the way, now before we get started, everyone in the chat room, give us a show of hands if you still have the same number of fingers as you had yesterday. And then I'm going to ask this question next Friday. This is the last weekend someone will have all of their fingers. Do you realize that?
That's true.
Well, you can probably hear them right outside my door. My kids are going hog wild on technically illegal fireworks, I would say, in Fayette County.
Well, yeah, Fayette County allows like sprinklers, sparklers, and
they're like Joe Dirt, snakes and sparklers.
Yeah, snakes and sparklers. Yeah, that's really about it.
My neighbors already love me. I'm one Camaro on cinder blocks away from being asked to leave, probably.
Heck yeah. I'm seeing a disturbing number of like thumbs up in the chat and rock hands. So I don't know. Some people might already be down a couple digits. Also, I just saw something come across in the chat. Somebody said, and I didn't catch who it was because it went away, but somebody said that they sent Brandon a message on Facebook and asked him to look at that. That's not going to happen. That will never, ever happen. If you need something that's show related, please send an info@thescarefest.com email. It is not that we don't love you all, but our direct messages we cannot monitor those.
And for the record, Brandon has not checked your Facebook message for what, 8
years?
I'm going to say 1990, 95.
Yeah.
It's very hard to do. Like, I don't know if you can see it or not. Like, this is from this week. That
It's just
text message just says 1,050.
yeah.
And
Normally, I tell people if you're under 500, I'm proud. So,
yeah, I haven't been able to whittle it down. So, like, look, after the holidays, guys, anyone shot me a text.
that's not true.
I haven't finished my sentence yet. I will genuinely try to answer it or pass it on to who needs to answer.
If you have
Nothing
a
personal.
question that is related to Scarefest, your first stop needs to be the info@thescarefest.com email, because they will get it out to the person who needs to answer it. Yeah. 1,050 text messages, guys. I know some of us panic if we have a one little notification on there, and Brandon's and up into the 4 digits now. So now that we've gotten that out of the way,
What? We're not done shitting on Brandon yet?
well, it's not your fault that you're a popular guy, man. People want to talk to you. It's
Is
a
this
compliment.
Answer the messages. Wes, what's next? You go talk about like
Don't.
speeding tickets?
Oh, I'm sure something will come to mind here in a moment to bitch about. But
Yeah, we'll make notes.
but yeah, I'm fine for the moment. I'm fine for the moment. So what's been going on, people? I've been out in the hayfield for 3 weeks. I have no idea what's going on in the world of Scarefest.
I have a big announcement. So as a lot of you know, I have tried to skirt around this responsibility for years so that I can blame Wes and Brandon if things go awry. But recently I was given the keys to the kingdom, and I learned how to update one page on the website. So the tattoo page on the website, I did that. That was me. And working my way up. So I'm really excited and nervous. I think it looks okay, but yeah, I'm happy because, we're 5 years into this thing, and I finally learned how to log on to the website editor. So that's my big news for the month.
Let's see.
Are you going to look at it? Don't put it on the screen or anything. But I had a lot of fun with it. And Brandon and I have been going back about the tattoo logo back and forth for the last couple of weeks. So Eddie says he needs a bat phone.
The surfacing tattoo.
Yeah.
All the contest stuff.
Actually, Brandon, have you updated the front page yet? Yeah, so if you go on the main page, Wes, the first set of icons, the logo changed a little bit. It's not that super cool Frankenstein clip art that it used to be.
Now it looks. You can find it, people, because the logo looks nothing like the other links in the set.
So that's because I thought he added the buttons later, and I didn't realize he actually put the buttons on like in the graphics maker that they're supposed to be on there, and I did not have the button, so it's missing the button.
Page is delightful.
Thank you. It's yeah, it's my first time, so you all be gentle. Don't shit all over my webpage. But what else? We've got some really super cool announcements tonight. So if you all can stick around, I know the sun is starting to go down. People are going to be wanting to blow shit up soon, but we do have some really awesome guest announcements tonight, and really a ton of stuff to talk about. We got some new photo ops added a couple days ago, some solos, Don Shanks, Bruce Abbott, Peter Cowper, who else? There were a few more that we were waiting on that are updated now, the solo ops. We got some really cool group ops added, still waiting on a couple more, but just be checking back on the photo ops page because it is, there's a lot to it, but they're going up. Every week we're getting new photo ops. So if there's a photo op that's not up that you want to see, please let us know in the group. You all don't be bullying me about the page. I see your comments.
That's a common question that I get on the messages that I handle is people, well, of course, the standard one is, hey, you just announced so-and-so. Why aren't there photo ops up? Okay. That's an easy one.
Yes.
But because people don't understand what time is. But, I am starting to see a lot of questions about when we can start releasing the group ops.
Sure. Well, and honestly, what it comes down to a lot of times is if it was just us and like we had full control over everything, we could post the photo ops as soon as we do the announcements. But it's not just us. So you have the person, the guest, you have their representative and or agent who needs to give you the information for them. And then once we have collected everything, we've made the graphics, then we send it on to the photo op company, get everything updated. Just for one person, you have to go in and update like 9 or 10 different places. It really is a lot because there are so many people that are involved in the process. And if, a person is taking a while to get back to us or on vacation or any number of things, that can delay. Sometimes, we just have a really long list of graphics work we need to do. So maybe it's a delay in the graphics. There's a lot of things that go into it. And sometimes I just forget, which is more common than not. So if you all see a photo op missing off the list, put it on Facebook. The Nightmare on Elm Street ones, we're still waiting on some information. So it'll be a bit on those, but hopefully we'll have those up soon.
Okay.
Let's see. Barb likes the animated graphics. I do too. I was playing around with some graphic animation earlier today. I'm just trying to make it not look too goofy. But Brandon's that he did the other day looked awesome. Dana and what was that other one that you did the same night as Dana that was really good? I don't know. They were cool though.
Oh, Joe Castro's I really liked.
Yeah. And if you all get a chance, I did I'm assuming you can go back and watch it. I did a live last night with John Henderson, DK, and the Bees Horror Buzz with Beatrice Bupley. Calm down, Wes. Joe Castro and Ken. And it was a lot of fun. It's always cool getting to chat with folks. I'm really looking forward to having them this year.
Are we going to sneak in Beatrice's yoga on Sunday?
Yes, that's one of the things that we talked about in that's one of the things that we talked about. And Taryn, I just saw commented on here. I think Taryn was in there last night. Did you win the book? Is that the same Taryn? But yeah, we are trying to work out the best way to do that because what we did last time is I have this little pin and I can't stop playing with it. Wes, you might have given this to me. The little pin. It says fuck on it and you spin it and it says this, off, that, it, you. Fuck it, fuck that, fuck this.
I don't remember giving it to you. In fact, if I'd had that, I'd have probably kept it. So.
But yeah, we were talking about it last night. What we did the last time was she just took donations for the American Heart Association. And it would be really beneficial if we put it on the add-ons ticket page so that people knew it was happening and it doesn't just get buried in the schedule somewhere. And I've got to talk to Brandon and the guys that help us with the ticket platform. There is an option on there to do a donation, like instead of charging for the ticket, but I don't know how all of that is set up on the back end as far as like how that money is collected and a bunch of stuff. But as soon as we can get on there and look at that Ticket Spice thing, hopefully we'll get it set up there for Beatrice. But I think it'll be Sunday at 9:30. It's what we're aiming for. Right? Yeah.
Okay, everybody. We're going to take a quick break from one of our little bit sponsors here. We'll be right back.
Are you a fan of horror movies, books, comics, music, and collectibles? Rue Morgue magazine is for you. Subscribe today to receive 6 or 12 print issues annually and join me, executive editor Andrea Subasati, on an ongoing journey through the horror genre of the past, present, and future. Plus, get access to unmissable special editions such as A Century of Witches, 50 Years of Gore Cinema, British horror movies, and so much more. Rue Morgue, the world's premier horror and culture and entertainment magazine since 1997. Accept no substitute.
And welcome back, everybody, to the July 4th edition of The Council. So the stuff that we do have up for sale on add-ons, everything going as expected?
Yes, really well. The Warrens After Dark, we're about halfway sold out on all of those groups. The Ghost Hunt's moving along. The gallery reading is moving along. And then I feel like I'm perpetually so behind. We're going to be doing pre-registration this year for Wicked Beard's Cosplay Showdown, and I've got to get that online. Even if it's just so people know, like, when the pre-registration is, like the pre-judging. Things are going to be a lot different this year, at the show, because we have the first floor. And I did not realize this, but I got the final seating count for the panel room, and I thought we were going to land somewhere around 540 seats in the main panel room. It's 710. So
710 chairs. It's a great day, people. It's a great day.
It's a chair paradise. Now, that being said, we may take the last couple rows and do like some mixed seating or some tall cocktail tables or something back there. Just have a little bit of table space in the room. But Saturday is going to be a little weird because we have to do the costume contest in the main panel room. It's outgrown the second floor. It was packed in there last year, even with the 3 rooms. And so we will have that downstairs. But that being said, it's the pre-judging is 2 hours, and then the finalists is slated for an hour. So that's 3 hours on Saturday. We're not going to be able to use our main panel room. And what we're going to have to do is we're going to be hosting some panels on the second floor in the entertainment room during the costume contest. That way we have a long list of panels. I know Barb's ears just perked up. We are working on getting the panels for this year and figuring out the best times to have those. Some of them have quite a few guests, so just making sure we've got the logistics worked out on that. And in addition to the main panel room, we're adding a second panel room on the second floor. So we'll have 3 places that panels will be happening this year. We'll try to make it as clear as possible when we put the schedule out, make sure that each room is named, and the floor plan is live right now. You can go and check out the floor plan. I don't know, do we have it linked on the website right now? If not, we'll get it up there really soon. Brandon's changing it. Normally around the 1st of July, Brandon overhauls the site. So if it's not up right now, I've posted it in the fans group. So I know you all have seen it. Several of you have. But if he, when he's redoing the site, we'll get the floor plan up and you can get your eyeballs on that. And it's all labeled and laid out, what the rooms are. And so when the schedule goes up, you'll be able to look at the panel you want to see, look at the map, and know exactly where to go.
Yeah, just a reminder, it's up there. If you go down to plan your trip, and it'll have the floor plan link, and then the vendor link, just as a reminder for folks, like that's where you can go in and see all the specific vendors and where they're at, what they're going to be selling for the folks that have updated their profiles. It's just a really good tool to help plan, where everything's going to be and all that fun stuff. Yeah,
exactly. So that's where it is. You can go on there right now and you can see the panel room and the film festival room are on floor 2. They're in green. The panel room on floor 1 is also in green. And then the entertainment room on floor 2 is in green. So you can see where the Warrens Museum is going to be, where the speaker rooms are, Survive the Night adventure games. You can see where they're going to be. And then, like Brandon was saying, if the vendors have updated their profiles, you can check those out. You can see the sponsoring and featured vendors at the bottom of the page. It's a pretty cool tool, Map Dynamics. So make sure to check that out when you're planning your trip. Danny asked, are you doing the VIP party at Manchester again? Yes. And now that we've had a little bit of time to talk about this, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys an update on how the structure of that party is going to go this year, at least loosely. So what we did last year, because Manchester is such a big venue and we sell so few VIP tickets for the size that our show is, we did some add-on tickets for the VIP party last year. We're going to be doing that again. And we're actually going to expand on that a little bit. But what we're going to do is the first hour and a half of the VIP event will be VIP and staff only. So if you buy a ticket for the party, you will be able to go, but the first hour and a half is going to be VIP and staff only. So that will still give the limited access at the beginning of the night. We'll do some like prizes and giveaways for the VIP and the staff, and then we'll open it up so that more folks can come in for the last several hours of the event. We'll have some entertainment and things, DJ scheduled. So Danny, we need to talk. I need to send you an email and we'll chat about some of this stuff, but it'll be a lot of fun. And the people that went last year, that's kind of what we'll be aiming for this year, just maybe not as many act changes. I think we had 5 last year. We'll probably stick to just 2 or 3. So it will be it will be something that you can add on to a standard ticket for those of you who've been asking about that.
Now, just because I like complaining about it, even though I've never got to go, how are we doing on day drinking on Thursday? The whiskey tasting.
Well, we're doing great. We've got our graphics ready to go. We've got our tickets loaded and ready to go. I am just waiting on the green light from the venue. And I have sent 6 follow-ups now, just waiting for someone to check their email and get back to me. That's it. As soon as someone says go, we will put them up for sale. But I think they've had some staffing changes and I don't know what they've got going on over there, but vacations and which I don't know what that is. Yeah. So it will be hopefully soon.
But we've got all the principals announced now that
I know
do that event. So now,
yeah, well, and we were talking about it. We're like, okay, we've got to get Steve and RA announced so that we can get these tickets on sale soon, and then still waiting on the green light to put the tickets on sale. But we are working on it. And I meant to say this earlier with the photo op. So sometimes if we've got some folks who are really on their stuff and they get us the information quickly, we can launch photo ops when we do the announcement. And we will be doing that tonight for 2 of our guests that we're going to be announcing. Their photo ops should be going live at about 9:30, 9:35. So yeah, fingers crossed. After we do the announcements, if you are interested in getting photo ops with, and I'll tell you who it is once we get there. But let's see, what else? Man, there has been so much stuff going on. Let's see.
Now, there's something we haven't talked about. Are we all lined out for the Thursday launch party horror trivia? Is that all set up?
I have sent 3 follow-ups to the venue, waiting for the green light on that. I've got the graphic. Everything is ready to go. Just waiting on the venue to come back and say, this looks good. As soon as that happens, we're good to start promoting it. But I don't know. I'm starting to think people don't like me. So I have so many people, like, I'm not joking. Probably half of my to-do list is to follow up on something that I've sent out and not heard back on. That's half of my life is hurrying up to wait.
It's because there's some jackhole there that's like me that doesn't have someone like me. That's the reason it happens.
Oh man. Well, we need to get to cloning. I don't know if we need more of you or we need more of me, but
World survives better with less of me.
Not true. But yeah, man, guys, we're gonna have, so tonight, and I know we're almost there, so I have to edge you a little bit more. The guest announcements tonight are awesome. Really, really excited about them. We've got more awesome ones lined up for next week also already. So we got the contract sent out, waiting on a couple things to come back, and we'll have some other good announcements next week. And at the rate we're going, might have some more good guest announcements the week after that. Fingers crossed.
I'm just telling you right now, and I was telling Adrian this the other day, like, I know I say this every year, but it seems like every year it just gets a little bit, like, I'm really excited about the lineup this year, and I'm really excited about some of the folks that we have left to announce.
Yeah.
It's always like this time of year, like things that we didn't think about or folks that we hadn't talked about, like always come into the mix. And sometimes it's just really freaking exciting. And sometimes it's people that we've been chasing down all year, that just seem to come through. But now I'll tell you right now, like what's in the works, I'll be posting Yahtzees. And again, I just want to preface again with the Yahtzee stuff, guys. Like, that is my own personal way of just saying it's like it's the Facebook equivalent of me going, yes. It does not mean headliner.
No.
It does not mean somebody that we've put out there, everybody's been asking about. It's just my way of saying yes. And some of you guys I share my Yahtzee list with at the beginning of the year of who all would fit into it. And so you get a little bit of insight there. The Dana one should have been pretty straightforward, I think.
Yeah,
I'm
I think that was
surprised you didn't hold that for this week, though. When you could present it.
No,
we got it. I couldn't have held on to it.
No.
Like I would have.
I texted him the next day and I said, "How many people have you told?"
I would have totally broke. Like I wouldn't have been able to do it. Well,
and before we do our announcements, while we do have a lot of people still on here, another thing I want to talk about, there are people that we really, really try to get, and it doesn't happen. One of those people for us this year was Barbara Crampton. We're not getting Barbara this year. She will not be in the country. She's not available. And believe me, we tried. We offered to fly her in on the Wednesday before the show to sign some things, Wednesday, Thursday, anything we could do. It did not happen. But what we are working on with Barbara is she had these really awesome 40th anniversary posters made that she's only selling at live events. And because several of her co-stars are going to be at Scarefest and her agent is going to be at Scarefest, we are working on right now to get a limited number of those posters, and we are going to pre-sell them. So you can purchase those from us. I know we don't do this very often, but it's extenuating circumstances. They will be limited in how many we do, but you'll be able to buy them from us. The way this normally works, and we'll confirm the logistics, is when you scan in at the ticket booth, normally Brandon has special purchase items at the ticket booth. So you pick them all up there, and then you'll have this awesome poster with Barbara's signature already on it, and you can take it to the other folks that are there and have them sign it. So it was that, it's better than nothing. We're really bummed that she couldn't be here, but we're also really grateful that she is extending this to us because she couldn't make it. So I did want to go ahead and put that out there. That should be going up pretty soon. And then we've got a couple other really cool special items this year. We're going to be getting another mask from Creepy Effects Emporium. They did this one for us a couple years ago. They're going to be doing a Part 8 mask for us this year. Hopefully I'll have some photos to share that with you all really soon. And then we are getting, I don't have any pictures I can share yet, but Fantastic Horror Shop is making us a cool little Scarefest piece. It's not going to be super expensive. It'll be under $50, but it's just something. We love their stuff. They're great to work with. They're going to be helping us out with the VIP party this year, and more on that later. But I'm really, really excited about the item that they're making us. So as soon as we have a prototype and we can post pictures, I'll share that with you all.
Jason is legitimately one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. In fact, you'll see him probably either in Terrifier garb,
Yeah,
or he also has a Terrifier doll that he puts on a tricycle, I think.
and
It's remote controlled.
dressing around.
And that thing's got some distance on the receiver. So I don't know how he does it.
Yeah, he's great, and him and Harley are going to be helping us, like I said, with the VIP party, and they might be doing. I've still got to talk to Rob Whalen. I'm not sure if you're on tonight, Rob, but Jason was talking about maybe doing like a spatter, like a blood spatter demonstration, which makes my. We had to pay a lot of money last year after the bloody photo ops because the carpet turned pink. So anything talking about permablood makes me like, but if we can work out something and it's nowhere near a carpeted area, it would be really cool to do like a spatter class with Jason.
Plus our step and repeat for that is already the equivalent of like a dorm room sock. The thing can stand up by itself without having to put it on any type of rack. I don't know what it is.
I was wondering where that was going.
Yeah. Well, that's where it went.
All right, let's do our announcements because people are.
Are we ready to do announcements? Are we ready to do announcements?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to go straight to it. First announcement of the evening: Tom Savini is coming back. Actor, makeup, special effects wizard, stuntman, director. The man does it all. Do you realize in the background there? Name another person in America that has those credits. Actor, special effects, makeup, stuntman, and director. Name anybody. Go ahead. I'll wait. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, Dawn of the Dead forward. I'm not even going to go down his IMDb. You know who Tom Savini is. Now, Tim Merkovich from Friday the 13th, Part 8. Jason takes, what did he take? Manhattan? Is that right?
I think Kentucky.
Paducah. He took Paducah.
Well, IMDb doesn't give me no title, and I'm tired. But he played young Jason. So yeah, Tim Merkovich is coming. And returning this year, friend of the show, Paul Bradford. Yay. From Ghost Hunters International, trending fear that did not get a fair shake. That was a cool show. And he's done some other stuff. I'm always afraid to read his IMDb because there is an actor with his name, and apparently they just throw it on the same IMDb and don't fact check anything. But anyway, Paul Bradford, great guy. He will be coming. Now, I understand this is his first convention appearance. Scott Reeves is coming. Scott is he's an actor. Let's see what. Yeah, Part 8. Jason takes whatever it took because Google's not telling me either.
It's Manhattan.
See, I knew that. So Scott Reeves is coming, and finally our last announcement of the celebrity type, Chris Jericho, American dash Canadian. I guess that means dual citizenship. I don't know why it says that. Professional wrestler, and he was in Terrifier 3, by the way. So Chris Jericho is coming to Scarefest. Now, going down the list here, our Warren Museums. We got on Friday, we got Dave Schrader doing the After Hours investigation. On Saturday, we've got Aaron Sagers. Those tickets are roughly half sold out. We do still have room for people in that. Now, that is limited. because it's not. We just don't want too many people in there. What can I tell you? The Talon Winery investigation with the Tennessee Wraith Chasers, that is also on sale. We got 2 of the Wraith Chasers, and they're looking forward to that event. They said they loved that place last time they went, and so they're back this year. This first time they've been since Scarefest. I'm trying to think, 10, 11, somewhere around there.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. Okay. Our psychic gallery reading, Reconnecting with Spirit, Rob Thompson and Patty Negri. Those tickets are on sale. Patty is a really famous out on the West Coast. Rob Thompson's from across the pond. 2 gifted psychics will be doing a joint psychic gallery at Scarefest this year. Those tickets are on sale. And, of course, the talk of the town, Talk Scary to Me, Talk Scary to Me. Those tickets are on sale. The little podcast with Danielle and Scout. So, okay, I'm going to complain about this graphic. Those 2 ladies are too small in that graphic.
Yeah, I know, but the reason I gave you this graphic was because this is supposed to highlight their special guests.
Right, but that's not what that's not what I'm looking at.
Well, then use the graphic that features Danielle and Scout prominently. This is your sneak peek graphic. I haven't even posted this yet. This is just on Scarefest TV right now.
I know.
That's the graphic.
I'm just saying, make them bigger. Make them bigger. And, okay, now, mark this on your calendars, everybody. The Central Kentucky Mystical Market, July dates are 19th and 20th. 19th and 20th, 1165 Center Parkway in Lexington, Kentucky's premier psychic and artist market, Saturday and Sunday, July 19th and 20th. And my last little thing I want to give a plug, Fear of the Talking Heads featuring Barbara Jane. Fear of the Talking Heads, her podcast for this week is a little short one, she says, talking about favorite scenes of Return of the Living Dead. Best scenes with guest co-host Jason Shepard. Return of the Living Dead. So go to YouTube, search for at Fear the Talking Heads, or if you just want to type it out, youtube.com/at Fear the Talking Heads. Back to all of us. Now, tell the people about the photo op that you were just dying to tell.
Oh, so yes, if you would like a Chris Jericho or Scott Reeves photo op, they are live on the site right now. And I will tell you all this. I might post it in the group. I don't know. I'm working on the graphic. I texted it to Brandon. He hasn't responded, so I assume that means he hates it. But
I'm posting on the thing because,
I sent it to you at 8:59. It's 9:38 now. So, but no. So one of the things that we will be announcing really soon, maybe in the next couple days, if we can get all of the details worked out, Chris Jericho has a podcast called Talk is Jericho, and he is going to be doing that live at Scarefest. So we don't know who his guests are going to be yet, just kind of like with Talk Scary to Me. We'll figure it out a little closer to the show, but it's going to be structured a little bit differently. It will be a Friday night event, and there will be a free level. So there will be 2 ticket levels. One of them is free. So his audience pass is free, and then he will have a VIP pass. But it's going to be a lot of fun. So hopefully we can get some cool guests for him lined out to do Talk is Jericho live. And I know there's going to be a lot of people really excited about that. So it's a good thing we have 700 chairs.
Yeah, one thing that was really cool was when the last time we had David and Damien there, Fozzy was playing across.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know that he was I knew that he was in town because I'd wanted him to come to the show. And, things fell through, but he ended up showing up. And so I'll never forget walking into the green room. He was standing there with him, Greg Nicotero, Damian Leone, and he had all the Fozzy members in there. And I just sat down on the couch and had a cup of coffee, didn't say a friggin' word, and just sat there and listened. And it was absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, I tried for 3 months to get a hold of his agent, but his agent is one of the biggest agents in like the wrestling world, and he's really busy. So there was a lot of red tape, and I did get an email back. I was like, hey, Fozzy is playing next door to our convention center. Chris's friends are going to be at our convention. He should come over on Friday. We could do a photo op, you know, or he could just come and hang out. But please tell him we're going to be there. So, you know, he can come over. Never got a response. And then Friday afternoon, I get a text from one of our agents. It was Sean Clark. And he says, hey, Chris Jericho's here at the back door. Can you come let him in? Like, yeah. It was, yeah. But anyway, it was a lot of fun. So hopefully our wrestling people will be happy. I know we've had a lot of folks asking for wrestlers. I hope our Terrifier people will be happy. I'm really excited to have Chris with us this year. Anything else?
That's all I had.
It sounds like a war zone out here. It's like it's getting hard to hear.
Everybody's been talking in the chat room, but nobody's asking questions.
Yeah, I know. And my master chat keeps messing up. It's only sorry. Oh, the red herring was literally a red herring. I posted that just to mess with you all. It had no meaning at all. That, yeah, it was literally just a red herring. Okay, I love you, Katie.
I've seen the question twice, so let's make sure we address it. Right now, the only thing we have planned for Thursday is hopefully the day drinking event and trivia, right?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay, that's the plan. But that's been asked twice in the chat room. I don't smile. Somebody said smile. Danny said smile. I don't smile. It's part of my dark and sexy personality.
But no, earlier that's what we were talking about when I was saying we're waiting on the venues to get back to us. That's the only holdup for the Thursday event. So we did answer that. Anything else, guys? I know we're not going to stay on here all the way up until 10 because
let's watch. Brandon had something to do anyway. Let's go to Bonehead Weekly, get our movie review. If you ask any questions in the chat room, we'll answer them when we come back. If not, we're going to say goodnight. That's the way I run things around here.
Hell yeah.
Hey, Scarefest fans, it's Joe Lewis, Bonehead Weekly, and this week's review is a movie that's exclusively on Peacock. Came out earlier this year. I didn't get a chance to see it. Finally watched it, and here's my review of it. It's a review in a question. It's called The Woman in the Yard, by the way. It's a beautifully shot movie, really well acted. It's not terribly written. But here's my review of these movies. And you've heard me say it on here before. These kind of, it's a Blumhouse film. They take a concept that they can shoot in one location for budget reasons, and I get that. But the concept is rarely bigger than a Twilight Zone episode or an anthology, something, anything like that. It's just not, it's not sustainable for 80 or 90 minutes. And they make these movies, and every once in a while, if it's Insidious, Kids Haunted, or Halloween, they knock it out of the park. But The Woman in the Yard is basically about a woman who has lost her husband in a car accident. As we find out, she's suffering from depression. Her son and her young daughter are there. They're living on this farm. Clearly bills are piling up, all the cliches you can think of. And outside they look, and there is a woman in a black dress and a black veil and everything, and sitting out in the yard. And that's where the movie goes. Well, who is it? Why is she there? I'm not going to spoil any of that for you. In fact, I kind of wish I'd guessed it. That would have been a little bit more fun than the actual payoff. For a movie that has excellent acting, beautiful shots, wonderfully directed, it's just not compelling. And it's only about 80 minutes. But it's not compelling because everything there could have been a short film. And that's back to my point. There's a lot of horror films coming out in the last 10 years. And I blame this really on Saw, no offense. Spend $4 million, then spend $60 million to market it to make sure it's a event. But can't we have a little bit more than just a little twisty thing? There's got to be more. There's got to be layers. There's got to be dimensions and how it's explained. I just think a lot of these movies could just be short films. Also, I could just be getting old. Probably both. So should you see The Woman in the Yard? It's not a bad movie at all. In fact, I enjoyed it. I would say, yeah, it's not a bad movie. You should check it out. Just my conclusions on these things are I want more. I'm glad I didn't see it in the theater. It's perfectly fine for watching it over 2 or 3 days when I have 20 minutes here or 30 minutes there on streaming. But if I'd paid money for that, with just little, that's it. It's not deep enough to be art. Doesn't have enough layers to be really good B movie fodder. It's just somewhere in there. Meh, it's okay. In fact, most of the ratings I've seen on whether Rotten Tomato or whatever is like a 40% or 50%, and most of the IMDb's are 5 out of 10. It's probably slightly better, but you're not going to like the payoff, most of you. This has been Joe Lewis of Bonehead Weekly. Only check out The Woman in Black if you have Peacock.
And welcome back, everybody, to Scarefest TV. We're getting ready to say goodnight, mainly because, partially at least, because I have incoming fire. It's getting quite loud outside the door here.
Yeah.
And, but y'all didn't ask anything during the break, so we're just going to... Karaoke on Friday night. Saturday VIP party. That's what's going on. Yes, Sharon, will be karaoke on Friday night. Everybody have a safe July 4th weekend. Enjoy yourselves. We will see you next week.
Bye.